Failure is not the end of the road, it's the beginning of something new. Too often, we are conditioned to see failure as a final verdict, proof that we are not good enough, smart enough, or capable enough. But the truth is, failure is simply a step in the journey. It's not a destination, but a point of learning. When things go wrong, it isn't life saying you're done. Instead, it's saying, here's your chance to grow, to learn, and to come back better. Every person who has achieved greatness has faced failure at some point. They didn't succeed in spite of it, they succeeded because of it. Each failure gave them new insights, sharpened their skills, and prepared them for the opportunities that lay ahead. When we experience setbacks, it's easy to feel as if the world is closing in on us. It's easy to get stuck in self-doubt, wondering if we're even on the right path. But those moments, painful as they are, mark the start of transformation. Failure clears the slate, forcing us to rethink, adjust, and reapproach challenges from new angles. It encourages us to confront our weaknesses and push beyond the limits we previously thought were fixed. What seems like an ending today could be the beginning of something far greater tomorrow if we're willing to see it that way. The key is to shift your mindset. Instead of asking, why did this happen to me, ask, what can I learn from this? Every failure carries with it lessons that success cannot teach. It reveals gaps in our preparation, highlights flaws in our strategy, and forces us to face truths we might have overlooked. When we embrace these lessons, failure becomes a teacher, not a threat. It shapes us into someone stronger, more resilient, and better equipped to handle the next challenge. What matters most isn't the fall, it's how you rise from it. Life will knock you down, that's a guarantee. But every time you get back up, you gain something invaluable: confidence in your ability to rise. It's not about erasing failure, but using it as a foundation to build something greater. The road to success isn't a smooth, straight line, it's a series of setbacks, course corrections, and comebacks. Failure is not the end, it's the beginning of a new chapter. And every new beginning brings you one step closer to the person you are meant to become. Struggles are not obstacles meant to break you, they are essential steps in building your strength and resilience. Life will test you with challenges, hardships, and moments where everything seems to fall apart. These experiences, as painful as they may be, are part of the process of growth. Just like muscles grow through strain and resistance, your emotional and mental strength grows when you face difficulties head-on. The truth is, without struggle, there can be no growth. If everything were easy, you would never discover the depths of your courage, patience, and perseverance. When you're going through tough times, it's natural to want to escape or avoid the pain. But running from struggles only prolongs them. The real transformation happens when you embrace the discomfort, knowing that every difficulty has something to teach you. Struggles force you to dig deep, to confront parts of yourself you may not have known existed. They reveal your limits and then push you beyond them. It's through the hard moments that you discover your ability to adapt, survive, and thrive. The most important thing to remember is that struggles are temporary, but the lessons they leave behind are permanent. Each time you overcome a challenge, you become a little stronger and a little wiser. The next time life throws something difficult your way, you'll handle it better because of what you've already endured. Struggles build a kind of strength that success alone can't provide. They teach you resilience, patience, and the ability to bounce back, no matter how hard the fall. Struggles also shape your character. When you persevere through hardships, you develop humility and compassion, not just for yourself, but for others facing their own battles. You begin to see that everyone has their struggles, and that understanding deepens your empathy. The very experiences that once made you feel broken become the foundation of your strength. So when life gets hard, don't shrink back. Lean into the struggle. Let it shape you, strengthen you, and prepare you for the next level of your journey. Struggles are not meant to defeat you, they are there to show you who you really are. In life, you will face countless situations beyond your control. Trying to control everything only leads to frustration and burnout. Real strength comes from learning to focus on what is within your power and letting go of the rest. It's not about giving up, it's about knowing where to invest your energy and attention. When you spend time worrying about things you cannot change, you drain yourself emotionally and mentally. But when you direct your energy toward things you can influence, your actions, thoughts, and reactions, you begin to feel empowered and at peace. It's natural to want things to go according to plan. We want people to behave a certain way, events to unfold smoothly, and outcomes to align with our expectations. But the reality is, life is unpredictable. No matter how much effort you put into planning, unexpected things will happen, people will disappoint you, circumstances will change, and plans will fall apart. The sooner you accept that some things are simply out of your hands, the sooner you can free yourself from unnecessary stress. The key is to shift your focus inward. You can't control how others treat you, but you can control how you respond. You can't always prevent challenges, but you can choose how you react to them. You can't control the outcome of every situation, but you can control the effort you put in. This shift in perspective helps you take ownership of your life without being overwhelmed by what's beyond your reach. Letting go of what you can't control also brings peace. It allows you to live in the present moment rather than being consumed by what ifs and fears about the future. When you stop trying to manage every detail, you make space for life to unfold naturally. You learn to trust the process, knowing that things will work out, even if they don't happen exactly the way you imagined. Remember, true strength is not about controlling everything around you, it's about controlling yourself. It's about knowing when to take action and when to let go. When you focus on what you can change, you become more effective, resilient, and calm. You develop the inner strength to weather life's storms, no matter how unpredictable they are. Faith and patience are essential when life doesn't unfold the way you expect. In today's fast-paced world, we often want results immediately. We set goals, put in the work, and hope to see instant success. But life doesn't operate on our timeline. Some things take time to develop: dreams, healing, personal growth, and meaningful achievements. Just because you don't see progress right away doesn't mean it isn't happening. Patience isn't just about waiting, it's about trusting that what's meant for you will come at the right time. Faith plays a critical role in this process. Faith means believing in something greater than what you can see, even when the path forward isn't clear. It's the inner knowing that no matter how tough things get, everything will work out in the end. Faith gives you the courage to keep going, even when there's no visible evidence that success is around the corner. It allows you to believe in your dreams, your potential, and the possibilities of life, even when challenges make you doubt yourself. Patience, on the other hand, teaches you to release the need for immediate gratification. It helps you understand that growth happens slowly and in stages. Just as a tree takes years to bear fruit, your efforts may take time to yield results. When you rush the process, you miss out on the valuable lessons that come from persistence. True strength lies in being able to show up every day, even when there are no instant rewards, trusting that every small step forward is bringing you closer to your goal. The combination of faith and patience makes you resilient. It prevents you from giving up when things get hard. It teaches you to find joy in the process, not just in the outcome. When you learn to trust the timing of life, you begin to understand that delays are not denials, they are opportunities to prepare you for what's coming. Sometimes things take longer because you need to grow into the person capable of handling the success you're striving for. So hold on to your faith when things don't go as planned. Be patient with yourself and with the journey. Great things take time, and your hard work will pay off when the time is right. Trust that everything you're going through is shaping you for what's to come. The key to rising strong is not just about endurance, it's about believing that, even in the waiting, progress is being made. Consistency, not just motivation, is what creates real change and lasting success. Motivation can be fleeting. It comes in waves, often sparked by emotions, inspiration, or external events. While it feels good to be motivated, relying solely on it can leave you stuck when the initial excitement fades. True strength lies in showing up and doing the work, even on the days when you don't feel motivated. It's about building habits that carry you through those low-energy moments and keep you moving forward. Consistency is the bridge between goals and achievements. Success isn't the result of occasional bursts of energy, it's built on the foundation of small, steady efforts over time. Whether you're working on your health, career, relationships, or personal growth, it's the everyday actions, those that may seem insignificant, that add up to meaningful progress. It's not about doing things perfectly, it's about doing them repeatedly. Even when you're tired, even when no one is watching, even when the results aren't visible yet. Life will inevitably test your commitment. There will be days when distractions, doubts, and setbacks threaten to derail your progress. But consistency teaches you discipline. It trains your mind to stay focused on the process rather than becoming obsessed with quick results. When you learn to trust the process and keep moving forward, you develop resilience, the ability to keep going no matter what life throws your way. Consistency also builds momentum. The more you stick to a routine, the easier it becomes. Habits start to form, and what once felt like a chore turns into second nature. This momentum carries you through the tough times and pushes you forward, even when motivation is nowhere to be found. Over time, you'll realize that it's the small, daily steps that create the biggest impact. The beauty of consistency is that it makes you unstoppable. When you show up for yourself every day, no matter how you feel, you build confidence. You begin to trust yourself and your ability to follow through. This trust becomes a source of inner strength, helping you rise above challenges and stay on course toward your goals. So don't wait for motivation to strike. Create a routine that keeps you moving. Focus on progress, not perfection. Show up, even when it's hard, and trust that every step forward brings you closer to where you want to be. Consistency isn't glamorous, but it's powerful. And when you commit to it, you'll discover a strength within yourself that can't be shaken.